Well, good evening and welcome to our Senior Center show.
Senior info back
Yeah,
for
our senior moment.
our our once a month senior moment.
Yeah. But, well, I'm telling you, Kelly, we got the copy of Plumber's Place that came out. I'm on the mailing list.
Yes, good.
I guess I qualify.
You do qualify.
And it was very interesting, and that is a very nice poem written by Michelle's mom.
Yeah, so I gave my assistant Michelle LaChapelle the honor of writing the introduction for our newsletter this month. She does all the editing of that newsletter and works with the publishing company, and she kept after me and she says, you need to do your greeting, you need to do the we call it the front page. And I said, look, Michelle, I have so many things going on, why don't you just tackle it? And so she did, and she always brings it to me before she submits to the publisher, and she said, will you just look this over and make sure that everything is okay? And so when I read it, I said, wow, this is beautiful. And then at the end, I noticed the name on the poem, and I don't know if it says, does it say Sandra or Sandy?
Sandra.
Sandra Howell. Well, Sandra Howell is Michelle's mom, and she had written that poem for Michelle years ago, and Michelle thought it was most appropriate. It's about hope, and
Yeah.
so she thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a very good poem. I mean,
Yeah, and the timing is perfect because, goodness gracious, don't we all need hope right now?
Yes.
In the worst way, we're all hoping
We're hoping to get rid of
to
the
get
mask.
beyond this. Yes,
To go back to normal.
yes,
To be able to go to sporting events. And
to have our lives back.
have our lives back. Go to the theater. Hopefully we can go to the beach.
Yes.
Well, I guess Rhode Island is open, so we'll be able to go to Rhode Island beach. It's not totally open, but
They
last
won't
year-
question us with our Massachusetts plates.
Right, they wouldn't let you in.
No, they wouldn't.
So hopefully that won't happen, because that's what we like to go down. We like to go down to Newport
Right.
and just
Yeah,
walk
it's beautiful.
around.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I have a flag that ended up, through Ross Rajat, ended up at the American Legion. And it's a 48-star flag. And found out that in Newport, there's a fort that was built at the Revolutionary War,
Okay.
because Newport was an important port.
Oh, yeah.
And the Army used that fort up until World War II.
Wow.
Up until and during World War II. It didn't abandon it until after World War II. And now it's a museum.
Oh, neat.
Well, that flag flew over that fort during World War II.
Oh, wow.
So I contacted Fort Adams
Yeah.
and the curator there, and I forgot his name, but I made arrangements. I was going to bring the flag to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they shut down. That's
Oh.
when COVID, I was supposed to bring it down a year ago
Yeah.
in March,
Right.
in this month. So I emailed him back. I said, listen, I can't come down. I'm not allowed in your state.
Right.
So he said, I understand. I said, well, when this thing is
When
over
things
and done,
open up, yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
contact you again, and I'm going to get down to you.
That'll
'Cause
be
I'd
neat.
like to make a nice presentation
Oh, yeah.
and maybe get some pictures that we could
Oh,
put
definitely.
locally. But now, I can't remember where I put the flag. I can't remember.
Oh, boy. Yeah, you better
It's
find
got to
that.
be over at the Legion,
Yeah.
or in the back room here. I use this back room
A
too.
little storage area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
In fact, I have 2 cases of T-shirts to give out at the expo for the Chamber of Commerce Expo,
Oh, right. What's the decision on that?
July 17th.
Oh, okay.
It stands right now
At the field house?
at the field house. We
Okay.
got permission from the school.
Yeah.
Jeannie's going to do some outdoor stuff
Oh, great.
because, of course, it's
Perfect.
July, so
Yeah.
it's a good time of year
Good
to do that.
opportunity to do that.
So
Yeah.
she figures that we can even expand more.
Good.
And
And have
yeah,
some
so
neat activities.
if everything goes all right,
Right.
with this thing, you don't know day to day. I mean, it's almost like you got to take it a day at a time.
That's all. Yeah.
But,
Well, the rules change every day, too.
but that's something you have to plan well in advance.
Yeah, you do. That's a huge
So-
event.
She does have a secured date,
Right.
and hopefully it'll be all right.
Yeah, I hope so. Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to give out these T-shirts.
Yes. Oh, right. Do they have dates on them?
No
Oh,
dates.
good. That's good.
They just they have the radio station on them.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good.
You know, if I don't want to go too long because I just want to get this done. I've been looking forward to it. We had a good time last time.
Yeah.
Last 2 times we did it.
Right. Yeah.
So hopefully this will move along.
I hope so too. I really do.
But anyway, in the inside of the newsletter is something extremely important, and that is help fight Medicare fraud.
Yes.
You know, I got a phone call on my cell phone. Yeah, I think it was the other 2 days ago. This is a Social Security. I'm from the Social Security Administration. I says,
No, you're not.
"Why are you calling me? They mail me letters." Click.
Yep. Yep. They don't call.
No, and same with Medicare.
Mm-hmm.
And people wouldn't believe it, but there's a lot of fraud. A lot of it.
A lot.
It's in the billions.
Oh, it's huge. And even more so now, because they know that seniors are isolated, they're at home, they're
Yep.
vulnerable, more vulnerable than ever. And,
And all they need to do is get your number.
that's it.
Now, they used to use the Social Security number, but they changed it now. You have a Medicare number,
Right.
dedicated number.
Yeah.
The thing is that some people, a good crook, what they are, gets your number, will bill Medicare for something you never had done.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's why when you do go to the doctor, you go to the hospital or whatever, anything that where you are Medicare is paying, they'll send you a file saying that did you get this done?
Right.
And that's why you should look that over.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And if you wait a minute, I didn't break my arm.
No. Or didn't have that procedure.
You call
or-
them and tell them
Right. Mm-hmm.
so they can do an investigation. And we kind of look up to doctors because they're doing a great thing to keep us healthy. But there are doctors that pull that off all the time
Oh, yes. Yep.
because it's a lot of money in it.
There is. Yep. Definitely.
Now, if someone had you'll help someone with a fraud case too, right?
Absolutely. And I know a lot of people that do call us to let us know that they have had a situation where they've been contacted. I have to say, a lot of the seniors in our particular community have become pretty savvy. They'll call the police station directly
Yes.
and give the number that comes up on the caller ID for the police station to have a record of that. But in our particular senior center, we have a volunteer who has been trained through the Worcester Senior Center. She does scams and frauds. She would come into prior to the pandemic, she would hold office hours at our senior center.
Oh.
But she is someone that I can still call on now. And if I give her a number of somebody that was picked up on a caller ID, she'll call into the Worcester Senior Center where they will check that number.
Right.
And,
They probably have a list of them.
yes. But they will actually do a research of where it's coming from, and they're able to track it. And
But now, with computers today, they do what they call slamming.
mm-hmm.
So, you look at it, it's a number, or say it's a Milford or a Worcester number,
Right.
and they're actually calling from North Carolina.
Right.
And I don't know how that works, but they're able to do that through the computer.
Yes. Yeah.
So even if you give them the number, they can't. I had situations where a number rang, it was a 234 number,
Mm-hmm.
and the person's name was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked it up because being a town official, I sometimes will get a call from someone in town making
Yeah.
a complaint.
Right.
And I talked to someone trying to sell me an insurance program.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, wait a minute, I thought this was Mary Beth.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. A
what do you mean?
local.
Well, that's a name on my phone.
Right.
So you slammed her number. I'm going to call her and tell her.
Right. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is so low.
It is.
And
I've even had my own number come up. Yeah.
I've had that happen.
Yeah. Where I said, "Well, I know I'm not calling myself."
Right.
So, yeah, I'm not even bothering. But yeah, they're tricky.
See, if I've had that happen in the past. Now I think if I have my number come up again, I'd pick it up and say, "Why are you calling me with my number?"
Mhm. Yep. Oh, it's very frustrating.
But they do that too because they know if it's a number from somewhere else, and you say, "Well, I don't know anybody there. I'm not going to answer it."
Right. Yeah, they've become very savvy. But
Yep.
that's why we have to, in turn,
Did he really think
educate.
that when I answer it and they tell me that whatever they're selling, that I'm going to buy it?
Mm-mm.
If I want to buy something, I'll go buy it.
Right.
You don't have to call me.
Right. But again, they're trying to reach out to
I
the
got one like that.
vulnerable.
That's right. I just remembered. I got one the other day like that. They were trying to sell me an alert button, and I said, I don't need it. I have a cell phone.
Exactly.
That's not
Oh.
they put that under Medicare.
Mm-hmm.
But unless you really have a disability, Medicare's not going to pay it.
No.
So don't let them think, oh, we handle it all for you. We line it up. Yeah.
Not so.
Well, and
No.
then when they tell you we went to Medicare, but they refused. But you've already signed for it, so you have to go through the program now. And now you're going to pay out of your own pocket.
Mm-hmm.
We're letting people know. If they
Yeah.
call you and tell you, unless you have a true disability that's registered with Medicare, because you're being treated for it,
Mm-hmm.
don't buy that alert system.
No. And if you need an alert system, there's other avenues to go through. And you can call us at the senior center
There
and
you
we
go.
will
That's
let you
the way
know.
to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have companies you work with?
Yep. Tri-Valley is, that goes out to the homes through their case management program. They will set it up, because some folks will qualify.
Right.
Other folks do have to pay, but they need it because they live alone,
Yes.
or if their loved ones are not in the immediate area.
Well, I think if you live alone and you're a certain age, you might qualify under Medicare.
Absolutely. And if you pay, and if you don't qualify and you're able to pay on your own, it's a great system to have.
Yeah.
So, where Lifeline is a great.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
especially if you get in the shower and you fall down. I mean, you don't have your cell phone in the shower.
No,
But I don't live alone, so
exactly. And that's really the key. It's those
Yeah.
that are alone. And,
Yeah. I mean, if I think we got a phone
Oh, we
call.
do have a call. Okay. Good.
Go ahead, call. You're on.
Okay. Hi, kids.
Oh, hi, Gail.
Hi, sweetheart. I got to turn my sound down. Okie dokie. We were just I was hearing you guys talking about those alert systems.
Yes.
And Kelly said that Tri-Valley can help folks get set up, if they need that type of a thing.
Right.
Yes.
Well, it's not just Tri-Valley, though, right?
No.
Can all the VNA services?
Well, I would think visiting nurses would be able to help with that as well. But yes, no, it's not just Tri-Valley.
Oh, okay. So Salmon, because I go through a Medisys
Okay.
through Metro West Health Services.
Yeah.
Because of where I doctor at, I suppose. No, I really like them. But I just wanted to make sure that it was more than just Tri-Valley that could help everybody
Oh, definitely. You
get
can.
set up. All right, well, that's it so far for now.
Okay.
How you doing, Gail?
All right, thanks, kids. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's available to a number of places.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, First Alert, I think it was one of the companies.
That's one of them.
They're a national company.
Yeah. There's but Lifeline has a company right out of an office right in Framingham. And that's the one that I've had the best luck with, so,
And I believe those systems now work on a cellular basis,
yes,
like a cell phone.
right,
So you get coverage pretty much everywhere.
you do. And I know that there are some that travel too, so there are some that, yeah, so if you do the cellular, it's not just confined to your home.
Right.
For others that don't have that option, you have the monitor in the home. So it's just only protecting you and your four walls.
Right. But years ago, they used a phone line.
Oh, yes.
Like the burglar alarm was on a phone
Right.
line.
Yeah.
We've since over to cellular.
Right.
So that if you have a major storm and the line goes down, phone's not going to work.
No,
But with cellular, it will.
it does. Yeah.
See, so you get the modern technology. Pretty soon there'll be radar because they're putting more and more satellite because they're
Oh,
putting
right.
more satellites up, and eventually that's what the internet's going to be too.
Yeah.
So it'll be you have coverage all the time. You won't have to worry about
Outages or,
dead zones and things like that because
right.
it covers the whole earth.
Yeah. Well, we're at that point, I think, already where the system is inundated with
Yes.
everybody using it. And,
That's the other thing too. I mean, the wires are only so big, so
Mm.
if you're using a satellite, then you can handle a lot
yeah,
more.
Exactly. Yeah.
But now the other thing that you have in here is taxes, and
Oh. Poor tax program, not happening.
you're not doing it at all, huh?
Not doing it. No.
But you can recommend someone.
We do. We have a list of resources to recommend. I've already had one CPA say, take me off your list because I'm not taking any more clients. So, we're referring to who we can. The important thing, and I think Michelle had put it in there, is that one thing to understand and maybe keep in mind is that you don't necessarily have to file this year. You could actually wait. So if you are expecting a return,
If you're expecting a return, you don't have
you
to
don't
file.
have to file. You can do that next year. If you know that you owe, that you have to pay,
Yes,
then you have to file.
right.
So that's another thing to keep in mind.
And I think also, if you're looking to get the check, the stimulus check,
Yeah.
you have to file.
They
They base it on, well, right
Well,
now, it's gonna be based on what your income shows.
right.
They lowered it.
Oh, okay.
Everyone was getting one before, now on this new
Oh,
one.
so now there's I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
there's
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
there's gonna be a limit, and I forget the number, I think 165,000 if for a couple.
For married. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, also, but under the new tax structure,
Yeah.
under the tax that was passed when Trump first got in,
Mhm.
what they did is they increased your deductible, your standard deduction
Mhm.
to 24 or 12,000 or 24,000 per couple.
Right.
Well, in that case, most elderly don't have that
No.
much deductibles, so it's almost quick.
Right.
You can do a short form.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard to do.
Right.
You put down your gross income
Mhm.
and all all the other numbers, and actually you can do it online for free.
You can, and there was one of our preparers had shared that information with me as well. So that's another resource. But again, some of the older, the older,
Well,
aren't
some are
using
really old,
computers.
don't have to file at all.
And then exactly, and then it comes down to they don't even have to.
Right, and they didn't pay, if they're not working at all, they're not paying anything in.
No.
So they don't even have to file.
No. Yeah.
Unless you're getting a heck of a lot of Social Security.
No.
Because after a certain amount, or after a certain gross, and so if you got a retirement check,
Yeah.
you may go over what you have,
The
and you
amount,
might have to
right.
file because you add the retirement check plus your Social Security.
Exactly. It
And
might
if you're a
put you
couple
over.
and you got 4 checks coming in, then, you have no alternative.
Right,
But like here again, like I say, you may not have to do deductible, you may not have that many deductibles.
right,
You know, your medical bills may be up there, but not high enough,
mm-hmm.
because Medicare covers a lot of prescriptions now, it covers a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm.
You may not have a mortgage,
Right.
so basically you got taxes, local taxes, but they don't come up to enough.
Mm-hmm.
You could hit 24,000 if you're a couple, or 12,000 as an individual.
Right.
That's pretty high.
It is. Yeah.
You know, like me though, I got too many things,
Right.
so I go to long form. But I do mine own,
Oh, you do. Yeah.
TurboTax.
Turbo. Yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could actually go into business with their software and do people's taxes for them.
Right. Yeah. And you could just, you could say they self-prepared. Or
And then you
whatever.
e-file,
Yeah.
so you really have to do anything.
Right.
And if you gotta, well, I have to pay, but I don't pay till April 15th.
Right.
I'll e-file early.
Yeah.
But they don't get the check till the 15th.
Good for you.
Last year they didn't get till July 15th.
Right. Exactly. We had that nice extension.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was nice though when you had you had people coming in. I know Labby Massacott used to do it for years.
Oh, okay. All right. That was before me.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. So we had a great team of people through the ARP program, and did a great job. And they're disappointed as well.
Yeah.
So one of the preparers is actually doing a program for, I think he said, the Leominster area. But then again, everything is being sent to him electronically. So he's not actually meeting with any clients. He's just doing it virtual,
Right.
which I would have been okay with to set up at our place, but it didn't work out that way for this year. So again, hopeful
Yeah,
for next year.
Once you can reopen, you can bring back the accountants
Right.
and help you.
Yeah.
In the past, was it pretty busy with it?
Very. We would be getting phone calls before January of people saying, I want to be put on the list. And
They would have to physically come in too, right?
They would have to physically come in. Yeah.
And there was no charge.
No,
Yeah, pretty darn
it was a
good.
great service.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I know we will have it back next year. I mean, there's no doubt about it. This year it just didn't work out because there weren't enough preparers, and
Well, Michelle put some, gave a website here that you could.
yes. I believe that's the one that they had shared with us to recommend to people. If a family member wanted to do it for an older person, that was an option. But
And then just below it, she has a little box on the food pantry,
yes, which has remained open.
which is in your basement.
Yes, it is. Yes. We have, there's a fairly new leadership team that's coordinating the pantry now. They are doing a fabulous job. I'm very proud of what I'm seeing down in the pantry. I actually had to jump in today to help the volunteer. We usually have 3 volunteers that work during open hours. And we only had 1 person show up. So we don't like to have that 1 person by themselves down there. So she came upstairs, and I
Does
went
it
down.
get pretty busy?
Today was not, but other days it can be extremely busy.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
it
they
comes
have
in
to-
waves.
They physically come in.
No, they're not coming. They used to.
Oh.
They're not coming in now. It's all curbside.
Oh,
So-
how do they handle what they want?
So we're not doing shopping with them like we would allow before. So we ask them exactly what they are in need of and what they don't need, because we don't want folks to take things that they're not going to use.
So they have to call.
No, so we meet them in the parking lot. So
Oh,
one of the
okay.
volunteers will go out. It's actually like, taking orders at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Get-
Car hop.
Yes, exactly. Good good analogy there. So we will take their information because we still record things. We have to record to Worcester County Food Bank. So we need to know, age, family size, what their source of income is, what other benefits do they receive, such as the SNAP program, or if they have kids in the school, do they get the reduced lunch, and things like that.
Do they have to? Do you have to show you proof?
You used to have to show your proof of residence. You do not have to now.
And how about proof of income?
No, you don't have to show it. Self-declare.
Oh, so it's an honor system.
It's an honor system. Yeah.
There's some people I imagine that abuse that.
And what I have come to learn in my 8 years now, because I had a hard time with that in the beginning, and I have to come to terms and say, if that person is willing to do that, they have to live with themselves and answer to somebody else someday. So I'm not going to be that person to judge.
They come in with the brand new Cadillac Escalades.
It's happened.
That's what I mean.
It's happened.
That's the old story about the person on welfare with the Cadillac. And there is some cases that
There
that's,
are.
yeah.
Yeah, there are.
You know how to beat the system.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it could be a situation where they had that car when things were good, something, and it had problems. Lost their job.
And that's the truth. There's always a story, so you just don't know. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. But I have had to learn to not be so judgmental at all, and
yeah. Well, you have to take their word for it.
exactly.
It's a shame if they do, because there's so many people that are really in need.
In need. I know. But the pantry is it's there for anybody, for whether you're in dire need or if you're in a little bit of need, it's there for you. And so just know that it's open Tuesdays 10 to 12 and Thursdays 1 to 3.
Ah.
Yeah. And they accept donations too, so.
You
that's
get government
another thing.
surplus food still?
What?
Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, they mustn't do it anymore. They used to actually give out the cheese came in a big block,
Oh, really?
and butter in big huge containers and stuff like. It was government surplus, it was called. I
Oh.
think it came through the military. When I was in the Guard, we used to see that.
Oh, okay. Is that the phone?
Yeah,
Okay.
but and I lost my train of thought I had.
The surplus.
But it's
yeah,
good
so-
that this is available to any age. It's not for seniors only.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The, the food pantry.
Yeah, any age. In fact, I'm noticing that we're getting a lot of things for babies too, even diapers, and so. Yeah,
That's important.
exactly. Those are expensive.
All right.
Okay, you're on.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi,
You're on.
kids. Hi, I'm back.
Oh,
Oh,
hi, Gail.
I know. It was like, geez, this is really a good show tonight. Not that it's boring any other night, but this is a good show. You were talking about donations for the food pantry.
Yes.
Is the Knights of Columbus, are they having this drive-through donation this weekend?
Is it this weekend?
I don't know.
I've seen it posted.
It's not in here, is it?
No, it's not in there, but I did. I think I saw it posted on Facebook.
That was last weekend.
Oh, it was last weekend. Thank you, Aaron.
Okay, Aaron knows because he probably
He
posted
does
it
the
here.
bulletins on the.
Yeah.
So I guess it was last weekend, Gail.
Okay. How much of our donation actually goes to our food pantry? Do you know?
So I think they split it between us and Piece of Bread.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
they're on Cottage Street.
Right. I think that's
All right.
what.
Yeah.
I think that's how they often divvy it up.
That is so good. That is so good. All right. Well, that was what I was wondering about. I thought it was this weekend for the Knights of Columbus, but I'm glad you clarified for me.
No, it was
And I
last
think
weekend. You missed it.
I'm going to get my jammies on now and just sit back and relax and just watch you guys do a great job.
Oh, thank you, Gail.
But if you want to donate to the food pantry, I believe they have a donation bin at Walmart. I mean, Shaw's.
Shaw's, they do in the front.
Shaw's. So you can actually donate there.
Yeah, but Harry, does it go to our food pantry?
Yes. So at Shaw's, they have the bin, and we alternate months with Piece of Bread. So 1 month it's for NAC Food Pantry, and the other month it's for Piece of Bread.
Oh, good.
So that's how.
I mean, as long as it stays in town.
Oh, it does.
Not that I mind supporting the rest of Worcester County, but.
No, it stays local.
You know.
That I know for sure.
And you don't have to donate just food. You could donate diapers and
Right.
paper
Oh,
goods.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Non-perishables.
Cleaning
yeah.
items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, toothpaste, Harry, toilet paper's even better, but, yes.
Yeah.
Well, if we go back a year ago, I would have liked to get some toilet paper donated. You couldn't buy it.
No.
Yeah, but you could get a lot of toothpaste.
Yeah. Yes.
So, all right, guys. Well, thank you very much, and you're doing a great job. This is a really interesting show.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you,
Thank
Gail.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Take care.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, people don't realize what it's like to put on a show. You have to come up with ideas.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I do this every week,
Right. I know.
twice a week.
I was going to say, I think you do it more than
Twice
once a
a week, and
week.
plus I do a radio show that I have to go out
exactly.
and find
Yeah.
guests for.
You're always on. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, paper goods. It's a good thing that.
Yeah. Paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning products.
Yeah,
Those are
I
all
remember Susan was doing her giving tree,
Yep.
which unfortunately she got sick,
Mhm.
and it got so big she couldn't handle it anymore.
Right. Yeah.
What a great job! Well, she was what a fantastic person to do what she did. She
Yeah.
spent tremendous hours at that.
Absolutely.
We used to let her use the Legion,
Yes.
and
She's doing some great things, though. I'll have to. I'll share with you. So she has gone into a different kind of avenue with doing. She has a little booth at Burnett.
at the old mill.
Yes.
Yep.
Where she sells items that she gets through. I'm not sure how she obtains these things. Maybe estate sales or something. And then she probably cleans things up and then she sells them. And so it seems like I just saw her on Facebook that she is expanding that into a little shop that's right next to the Burnett building. It's all, on the same property.
Yeah.
There's a little white house that she's going to actually have a little, her own little place in.
Oh.
So I think that's opening up next week. So I'm going to drop in and see her and see how she's doing.
Tell her I said hello.
Yes. She might be somebody that you would want to.
I've had her
Maybe.
on in the past.
And have her come back and just
Yeah.
talk about the journey
Yeah, I have to check
that she's
that
gonna.
out.
Yeah.
I can tell you what, she donated things that they didn't get at the food pantry.
Right.
So that made it a lot better for those people who couldn't afford to buy. We take it for granted. We buy what we need, but in
Right.
some cases, like pet food. If you had you have a cat or a dog, it was your only companion, and it meant a lot to you. But you couldn't have the money to buy the food.
If you
for
can't
it.
afford food for yourself, how can you afford
Yeah.
it for your pet? Yeah.
And that you don't get the food pantry.
Actually, I
But they're
noticed
doing it.
today they do. They had a big basket of dog and cat food.
Now, someone donated.
So somebody donated it.
Yeah,
You can't.
'cause-
Yeah, we wouldn't be getting that from the food bank and
Right.
through Worcester County. So, yeah.
Now, they even get fresh produce, don't they?
Yes.
And meats.
Yes. Frozen. Everything comes frozen. The
Yeah,
produce.
because when it reaches a certain selling point, they remove it from the shelf and they donate it to the food bank. Because
Yeah.
I see them picking up at the supermarkets.
Yep. So we now have. I say we.
Well,
Well,
you're
it's
more or less running part of it, right?
Well,
They're
I
in your
say that I'm
building.
always behind the scenes.
Yeah,
'cause,
I mean-
there was a time period that I was the acting coordinator when they were in between. We were trying to find somebody to take it on. So I did do that for some time. But, being in my building and
Yeah.
it's a great resource. So it's great for me to have that partnership with.
Now, they're overseen by the Worcester Food Bank, right?
So they're a partner of the Worcester.
Yeah, but I mean, who does the hiring and firing and,
So it's all volunteer.
wow.
And it's NAC, it's the Northbridge Association of Churches. It's really
Okay, that's what it
their
is.
pantry.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, so they line up the people that work there and,
Right. So right now there are three ladies that are in the leadership role. One is the treasurer, and then the other two ladies are coordinate the volunteers and.
yeah, but that's a good point too now. They do get cash donations
Oh, yes, they do.
and then they go out and make the purchases.
Yes. Yep. So between Dollar Store, I mean, they have a great relationship with our Dollar Store
Oh, yeah,
for snack stuff.
yeah,
Shaw's is a great partner.
yeah.
They've also gone to, there's a restaurant supply in Milford. I'm not sure what exactly it might be just restaurant supply, might be the name of it. But it's kind of like a BJ's warehouse
Oh,
type facility. I know that they go there, and they get some good deals there. So, yeah.
I know. Well, Susan used to get a lot of stuff through the Walmart, Shaw's, and Hannaford, and she'd go in and they'd donate it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And, you don't realize they think of them a big change, but they actually are good to the
They
local
do
community.
give back to the communities. Yes, definitely. I have to say, Shaw's, Walmart, and Unibank
Unibank
been
gives a lot to the
gives a
local
ton
community.
to the community. Yeah.
They gave you a big gift.
Yes, they did. Yes. Yeah. That big gift is, what did we say? It's a 16. Yeah, so it's 5 years old.
Doesn't it fly?
It does.
You
Yeah.
feel like you just bought it.
Yeah, I know. And I look at it and it's starting to show its age a little bit. So that's another thing we'll be looking at. But also, I don't know if I mentioned to you that we are in the process of starting a kitchen renovation at the senior center.
Yes, you had mentioned that. You want to
Yeah.
expand on it
Yeah,
so that you can do more.
exactly. Clean it up because it had been, I mean, it's 30 plus years. It hadn't changed much. So it needed a little refreshing and cleaning up. And so we did submit our, it's a plan approval through the Board of Health and, start to demo the kitchen and get it put back together so that when we open up.
Have cooking classes.
Exactly. And have maybe some fundraisers. Our FINE group, the Friends of Northbridge Elders, they're
Yep.
very interested in having maybe some breakfasts, maybe some
Spaghetti suppers.
suppers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It can raise money that way.
Great fundraisers and show off our new space. So,
My oldest son went to school there.
yeah. I have people often come in and say, yeah, I went to school here. And it's still a great building. It really is. It's got great
That
bones.
school replaced two other schools in Plumbers because all the schools were local because they didn't have buses and things for transportation. So they built small schools all over town. And right, I think it's closer to the gym on Dunkin' Donuts, there's a building. It's stone on the bottom and I think siding on the top. House.
Okay.
That was a school.
Oh, that was a
Stone
school.
School. It was run at 122.
Okay.
And there was another one down where Osman Park is.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that
So
was the
was
plumber,
that the
that was the original
plumber?
plumber school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were all over town. But then they built these schools and consolidated them.
Right. Like we're doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good that, the buildings are being utilized in a good way.
Exactly. Well, I think ours is the last. What did we say? It was the last.
It's the last wooden school.
Right. And I think it will be. It's the last it will be the last building that's being used as a town department. Because the folks at the annex will be moving
To the new fire
to the
station.
fire station.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
And then what do we do with that building? I think it might be apartments, something like that.
that would be great.
Yeah.
I would be for that.
We were offered, when I wanted to move the studio from down on Linwood, on Providence Road,
Oh, on Providence, yeah.
Ted Kozak
Mhm.
said, I'll give you the upstairs of the Aldridge School. All you gotta do is put an elevator in. And I says, no, I don't like that idea. I like this idea much more.
Yeah.
It
This worked out perfectly.
worked out great. It helped the
Yes.
Legion,
Yes.
and it gave us a great
Oh,
spacious
it's
studio.
beautiful space. Yeah.
It with plenty of parking.
Yes.
So I think we did the right thing.
I agree with you. Oh,
And-
definitely, because then you would have had to move again
Yeah.
if you had done that, so.
Yeah, because I don't think they would want us there, just to hold on to the building and keep
No.
us there.
Mm-mm.
No, there is another wooden school, the Veterans Center on Hill Street.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
That was the original town center.
That's right.
Where the water tank is was the town hall.
Right. I remember hearing that on the tour I took with Ken.
Oh, yeah,
Warchel.
yeah, Ken's
Yeah.
very good
Yeah, he's good.
And that little blue ranch right on the corner of Benson Road and Hill,
Mm-hmm.
right there was a tavern.
Oh, interesting.
A tavern and, lodging.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And up in that area also was a boot factory.
Hmm.
And somebody told me you can still find nails,
Oh, really?
yeah, from when it
Wow.
was owned by the Batchelor family, in fact.
Oh, and then hence the name of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the school, where the Veterans Center is, there's a question, because that was donated by the Batchelor family, but I'm not sure if ever the town stopped using it, it would go back to the Batchelor family.
Oh,
The question about that.
right. Okay.
The Whitens gave, but they would take back if you ever,
If you weren't using,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I guess.
But now there's not, I don't think there's any left in town.
No. Did I see that somebody was, because we were trying to, we were doing our research when we were renaming the building.
Yeah,
And we were trying to see if there was a relative of the Plummer family left. And I think my chairperson found that somebody was in Rhode Island.
yeah, but not here.
Not here, no.
No, I mean, they, a lot of original families are gone. I think there's some Adams still in town.
Oh, okay.
I know Ray Adams, and I believe, and he was a school teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Aldridge left in town.
Oh, there are, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course, Spalding was direct descendant,
right.
and he could tell you a lot of history too.
Oh, definitely.
But,
Yeah.
time moves on.
It does, I know. And then new people move in and
Yes.
they're not familiar with the history and,
Well, now we're looking at Castle Hill,
mhm.
which it's on a historic register, but there's a good chance it could disappear because the Garillic family owns it.
Oh, okay.
And Garillic Dairy,
Right, yeah.
and they're looking to develop it.
Oh,
But they're interested in the town possibly purchasing it,
okay.
but we don't know. That's all being worked on, and being on the Community Preservation Committee, we're looking at using those funds to probably, and most likely we don't have enough money in there to buy it, but we could bond it.
Mm-hmm.
We would recommend that. Eventually, it has to be the town has to make the decision at
Right,
town
to
meeting.
purchase, right.
So we'll see what happens there, because that's 150 houses possibly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a lot.
That is a lot.
I mean, this town, it wasn't that many years ago, we were at 12,000, and now we're at almost 16,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty sizable increase.
It is. definitely.
And most of it probably primarily by, single-family homes.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
There weren't a lot of big apartments built,
No. No,
so, we're changing all the time.
we are.
But then, it gives you more elderly people, so it
does.
gives you more customers.
It does. What did I say? It was job security?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh. Yeah, the population is definitely growing, so but we'll be ready.
Yeah.
We will be ready when we open those doors, and I can't wait.
But you are available on your regular hours,
Definitely,
so they
Yeah.
can call.
yeah.
If
And
someone-
it's my hope that we do unlock the doors pretty soon,
Yep.
to allow people to do the one-to-one appointments again. And
If someone had a real need, you would let them in.
oh, definitely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And that's why we're there. I mean, our phones go live at 8:30. I've always been a strong advocate of having a live person answering the phone. I don't want my senior population to be talking to voicemails.
Right.
I mean, we have that
Well, you have when you're
component.
closed.
Yes, we have that component. But I want, if it's business hours, I want these people to be able to talk to
But if somebody
a
calls
person.
8 o'clock at night, no one's gonna be there.
Oh, no, no.
But then the
They
next
can leave a
morning, when you
message.
come in, you're answering, you're following through.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. So it's, and we have 3 lines that come in, so, these past 3 weeks, we've been very, very busy with, people looking for vaccinations, and we are at a total roadblock with that.
I mean, that's a big problem there, because I guess primarily you gotta go to Foxborough.
For the most part, yes.
I know of someone who got them at the drugstore at Market 32.
Yes, there were some appointments available there. The CVS in North Grafton had
Oh,
some.
okay.
Milford Hospital, we were able to get some people in there until it was 3 weeks ago when it changed, when the governor had announced that it was going to 65 and 2 or more comorbidities. That's when the system crashed
Yes.
and not an appointment could be had anywhere. And it's still that case now. And, I'm glad to see that the teachers were added, but we still haven't taken care
don't
of our
have the-
75 plus.
We don't have the product.
We don't have the product, so we can't make the appointments.
Right.
And it's just very, very,
And, I
Frustrating.
hate to see, I wouldn't wanna drive to Foxborough.
although no, I agree with you. And I have a list of people that they just can't do it. Physically, they cannot do it.
Right.
But some folks that have done it with their caregiver, which is another option, said it was really, really well organized and you were in and out. So
Oh.
if you do travel there, it's very streamlined and they
Well,
have
that's
it
good to
organized.
know anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I hate to be in a line out in the cold.
No. They said you go in, like I said, it's well organized, and they give you instructions to set up your second appointment, and
But now with the Johnson & Johnson, you only need one shot.
right, which is wonderful,
Yeah.
and where the storage is not a factor either. It doesn't have to have.
Right, it only had to be refrigerated,
Refrigerated.
but not deep freeze.
So that's a game changer too.
Yeah, well, it makes it a
because,
lot, you can bring it to a lot more places.
You can. And so I did hear that there's still hope for our regional local clinic to happen. Now, I don't know if I had mentioned to you that our Board of Health had partnered with 4 other communities,
Oh, I didn't know that.
and there's actually a site set up in Uxbridge. It's all set up,
Oh,
ready to go.
as soon as they get the product.
Just need the product.
Oh, whereabouts in Uxbridge?
So the former high school.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, it's just off of Uxbridge Center.
Right, so I guess the town uses that as their emergency resource center right now. And so the 5 Board of Health members got together and they set up this clinic. And like I said, it's ready to go. All you need is the stuff.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, it's being supplied for the entire nation as well as the entire world.
Mm,
So it's a problem to get enough.
it is.
We're talking a lot of people.
It is. Yeah, it is.
What would be good is enough get vaccinated that it kind of kills off the disease, and any ones that didn't get vaccinated won't get it anyway.
Right. The herd immunity.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's a possibility by summer.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, well, we've got to get more vaccine out. There's no doubt about
Yeah.
that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I know the governor keeps expanding it, but if you got no product, what's the difference?
I know, and I think he was really kind of reluctant yesterday when he expanded it for the teachers, because he knows we just
Right.
don't have the source yet. I mean, we don't have the supply, so it's hard to offer something that you don't have.
Right, exactly. And it's not just teachers, it's teachers and anyone that works with
in
them.
the school system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we got to get the schools back too.
Yes, we do.
And, you know, I mean, well, they're going to be playing football, but
Yeah,
the
they
kids need a chance to get their sports in. You want to see the proms come back, graduation, and be normal.
Yep.
I mean, especially for the seniors, this is the last year they got.
This is it. That's why I'm glad they're having, it's not a full football season, but they're having something.
Right.
So I'm happy for them.
Yeah, and fortunately, it's a good thing we put the artificial field in because you wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
That's the only place they're playing is on artificial turf.
Exactly. Right.
It was a lucky break in that respect.
It was. That did work out well in our favor.
Now, how often, this comes out quarterly, doesn't it?
So it should be coming out bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly?
Yes.
Oh, that's a big undertaking.
So, yeah. So, but unfortunately, with us being closed and not a lot of activities going on, we went to, you'll see in the front, it's called Special Edition.
Right.
So that's what we've been doing right now until eventually we get back on schedule.
And you got some good things here, recipes and
Yeah.
I like Above the Mask.
So that was a poem, and then unfortunately, I think it was cut off a little bit. But that was a poem that was handed to me from a resident of the Linwood Mill.
Oh.
I had gone over to volunteer at their vaccine clinic. So their residents were lucky enough to have a vaccination. They've had the 2 clinics now. And so while I was volunteering there, one of the residents handed me a piece of paper, and it was that poem that she wrote about Above the Mask. So it was, I thought it was neat, and I handed it to Michelle. I said, why don't we just, put this in the newsletter? But unfortunately, her name got cut off in the during
it's submitted by
publication.
name. His name is not there.
Yeah. So I think in the next edition, I'm going to kind of hype it up and put her name on maybe the front page and thank her for.
And
for that.
you also talk about the circuit breaker that's a state program
Yes.
on your taxes where you can get a little bit of a break,
Right.
but you got to qualify
Exactly.
based on income.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and then you also are doing registry runs for people, right?
So we do everything online. We were trained, not me. My outreach worker and Michelle, my assistant, had gone through training with the RMV. We had a woman assigned to us, and we're still very much in contact. Her name is Michelle Alex, and she is a great resource for us. So anything that we can do online, we will do at the senior center. If we cannot, and when unfortunately we have to have people go to the registry, but we try to get as much as we can done online, which gets them in line once they get to the registry.
You know, like when I have to renew the registration on the cars, I do it online.
Oh, yeah.
Your license you can renew online one time
Up to
10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because after that, you gotta get your picture taken again.
Right. Yeah.
But there's a lot of things to be done online, which, I mean, going to registry, oh my God, you can be there forever.
Definitely.
A few years back, I went to rent a car, we go on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
and I give the guy my license, and he says, "Your license expired." I didn't know, because they don't tell you.
Oh, yeah. No, they don't.
I said,
No.
oh my God, I didn't realize that. I think this was July, and mine expired in May.
Oh, wow.
I never even noticed
You didn't
it.
even notice, no.
So
Yeah.
the next morning, I had to run to the registry,
Yeah.
and then hopefully, it wasn't too long, but God,
Right.
it would be there forever.
Exactly.
And here I am, we want to go on vacation, I
Mhm.
can't even pick up the car.
Right. Yeah.
Fortunately, I had gone with I had taken my cousin with me, and he drove the car back, and
Yeah.
he actually gave his credit card so I could get it,
Oh, good. Even better.
because they wouldn't even take my credit card,
Oh,
because
wow.
my license was expired.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Isn't that- But yeah, I mean it's crazy. But the registry is trying to keep people from going there,
Right. They are.
and this is great though. But a lot of your insurance agents will handle it too for you.
Some will, and then also the
The car-
AAA.
If you're buying the car dealer in most cases
Mm.
now can actually register that car for you.
Exactly.
Get the plates on it and everything else. Do the conversion, whatever you do.
Exactly. Personally, I use Gaudette Insurance and have had to, we just registered another vehicle. All I had to do was go down there and get the plates.
Yes, yeah, he has runner.
Beautiful.
He has runners that go to the registry.
But the plates, they actually have some plates.
They have plates on
there.
hand now, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
which
they
I
actually
thought
have
was
plates on hand now,
wonderful.
the insurance agencies.
Yes,
So the registry's come a long way in getting something,
exactly.
making things better.
Yeah, I think they get it, that it's only gonna help everybody in the end,
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, you go to Milford or you go to Worcester, it's packed.
no matter what time of day you go.
Yep. Milford can be a problem, just find a place
Just
to
to
park.
park. Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
in a
God.
congested area for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, it's in a out of the way place in a way.
it is. You have to go all the way across Milford to.
Yeah, and that's a
really
job in
get there.
itself.
That is, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we're getting closer to
No,
the
we
end here.
are,
See?
yeah. So
We'll try to make it interesting against next month.
we will, and by then, maybe things will have changed a little bit, and it will be nicer weather.
I think we've gone up quite a bit since the last time.
Right.
I mean, the governor's easing up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Starting Monday, I guess, the restaurants can open later
Yes,
and have a higher capacity.
and just go. I think they can go to full capacity now. Or,
No,
but still, the tables have to be.
40%.
Oh, is that what it is? But the tables still need to be.
Or maybe you can go, well, you can't go full because that would be every table, but you have to have enough room to have a space
have
in between.
space in between. Yeah.
So that's still good, but as it goes along, I think we're seeing less people getting sick, so,
Oh, the numbers are definitely going down, and the hospitalization numbers are going down.
right.
The field hospital in Worcester has only a few patients in it, I think.
Yeah, that's the DCU center.
Yes, yeah. And I heard that they will keep it open for a little bit longer, just in case
An outbreak comes.
either of some variants, and so, okay.
Okay, we're gonna be
All
going. Okay,
So,
okay, Aaron, we're gonna go.
thank you.
And we'll be back next month, first Thursday of the month, with Kelly,
I'll
and
be back.
talking about senior issues.
That's it.
All right.
Absolutely. Have a great week.